Chapter 7 Kriya Yoga, the architecture behind the state, integrated with scientific insights. Kriya Yoga is often described as a spiritual discipline, mystical, devotional, esoteric. But when examined through the lens of physiology, breath science, and neurobiology, a different picture emerges. Kriya Yoga is a sophisticated architecture for shaping the human nervous system. It is less a philosophy than a design, less a set of rituals than a system of regulation, less a belief than an engineering of internal state. To understand Swami Ram and what he embodied, we must understand the architecture that shaped him. As a blueprint for the nervous system mastery. Classical Kriya involves controlled breath cycles, internalized attention along the spine, vibration in mantra, deliberate stillness, subtle muscular locks, bandhas, and energy circulation practices. Though described in spiritual language, these practices target very real biological systems: the autonomic nervous system, the respiratory cardiac interface, brainstem centers regulating breath, the vagal nerve, limbic emotional circuits, and spinal cranial pathways. This makes Kriya one of the earliest known forms of nervous system training. Swami Ram did not use Kriya techniques. He was shaped by them. His coherence was not accidental. It was engineered through years of breath-based internal work. What modern science says about Kriya-type breathwork. Recent studies on Kriya-like practices, especially Sodashan Kriya Yoga, SKY, reveal effects that map directly onto what Swami Ram embodied. Number 1, increased heart rate variability. Increased heart rate variability indicates flexibility in the autonomic nervous system, the ability to shift from stress to calm, from reaction to regulation. SKY studies show significant HRV increases, suggesting improved vagal tone, emotional resilience, and adaptability to stress. This mirrors the stability Swami Ram radiated. Number 2, reduced anxiety, depression, and stress hormones. Multiple control trials show Kriya breathwork reduces cortisol, symptoms of depression, arousal autonomic patterns, and amygdala-driven anxiety patterns. Participants often describe the experience not as relaxing, but as resetting, a deeper internal reorganization. This sounds exactly like what people experienced in his presence. Number 3, improved autonomic balance. Kriya practices often include cyclic breathing, rapid, medium, slow, which challenges and trains the autonomic system. The result is a more balanced relationship between sympathetic, action, vigilance, and parasympathetic, recovery, calm. Swami Ram lived in the parasympathetic rich state, accessing sympathetic drive only when needed, what martial artists call relaxed power. Number 4, enhanced interoception. Interoception is the ability to sense and regulate internal bodily states. Kriya practitioners show enhanced interoceptive accuracy, meaning they can feel emotions more clearly, detect subtle physiological shifts, regulate reactions instinctively. This sensitivity allows one to know, without thinking, when breath must lengthen, when vibration must deepen, when sound must stabilize. This explains the precision of his humming. Number 5, brain changes associated with attention and emotional stability. Neuroimaging studies on Kriya-type breathwork show increased prefrontal cortex activity, focus, regulation, decreased limbic overactivation, fear, rumination, and improved connectivity between emotional and cognitive networks. This is a profile of someone who feels deeply, stays grounded, remains present, transmits calmness through physiology. Exactly what he demonstrated. Kriya as internal engineering. Ancient yogis never used the word science in the modern sense, but they understood mechanisms intimately through lived experiment. Kriya was their laboratory. To them, breath was regulation, vibration was medicine, attention was alignment, the spine was a conduit, and calmness was intelligence. They built a system, Kriya, that reliably produces a nervous system capable of coherence, presence, transmission of safety, deep internal order. Swami Ram was a product of that system. He didn't perform Kriya techniques on others. He embodied the state Kriya was designed to create. Why Kriya matters in understanding Swami Ram. Without this background, his humming looks miraculous. With this background, it looks inevitable. Kriya prepared his breath, his spine, his vagal tone, his emotional stability, his internal resonance, and his interoceptive clarity. Brahmari was not separate from this. It was the flowering of it. The architecture behind the calmness. Think of it this way. Brahmari was the output. Kriya was the operating system. The humming was the sound of a body already in deep coherence. The state came first. The sound came second. This is why people felt what they felt in his presence. They were not responding only to a sound, but to the immense internal order that produced it. Kriya and the future of healing. If human beings can train the nervous system into a state of high vagal tone, resilience, coherence, emotional clarity, and calm power, and if that state can influence others through co-regulation, then Kriya is not an ancient relic. It is a blueprint for future healing. Swami Ram demonstrated what that future could look like. He did not analyze it. He lived it. He did not prescribe it. He radiated it. He showed us what the nervous system is capable of when shaped intentionally over time. And in doing so, he carried forward a lineage that Lahari Mahasaya once framed simply, all turbulences root from our breath. Kriya is how one learns to calm those turbulences. Swami Ram was how one learns to share that calmness with others.